All righty, welcome to let's see, I almost lost count there. Part 8 of our sync video training series is going to be about drip campaigns, specifically our AutoTracks that we're applying to leads and the information that they're getting automatically through our system, basically to continue engagement. That's really the goal here. So I pulled up Kathy, what we looked at briefly earlier. And if you go ahead and you look at each of the tabs, once you click on that lead's profile, we got activity, information, reminders, appointments, conversations, and AutoTracks. For the AutoTracks, that's going to be where we really find out what we have kind of, as we call it, dripping on them every once in a while with information. So if you take a peek here at just the holidays campaign, so every single lead that gets entered into our database as a part of our holiday campaign. So essentially that is 12 times a year, essentially once a month, that they're going to be getting an email based around that holiday. So based on when she was entered into our database, it was right before St. Patrick's Day. That was the first one that she would have gotten from. Since I'm assigned as the buyer's agent, we can actually click, preview here. And this is exactly what that looks like as it's sent to her. So you actually are able to go and view each of the emails that are sent out from that drip campaign. And that is from the, again, the holiday campaign, which every single lead as they come in is subscribed to. There are other various different campaigns that you can have them be a part of. And that is ultimately going to be triggered based on some of the labels that we have or pipeline statuses. So for example, I mentioned this and alluded to it earlier with the suspect campaign. If this is somebody who we've yet to actually get in contact with, but somebody we're trying to get a hold of, we actually have an auto campaign for our suspects, which basically tries to get them to engage with us. Very carefully, we've got certain scripts that we use trying to draw their interest. And on a slightly different scale, the same thing with our prospects, those are people that, we've gotten a hold of them, we got their interest, but they're not quite ready to set an appointment with us yet. So ultimately that prospect campaign is, let's try to provide just a little bit more value, see what their value proposition might be to set that appointment with us, so we can get face-to-face with them and really try to provide even more value. The appointment set, if you've noticed these little A's that are next to each label, those are the ones that are triggered with auto drips. Our appointment set, all this is doing is quitting the trigger for the prospect. So suspect, when you move them from suspect to prospect, they automatically, if you switch the label, get moved from one campaign to the next. Same thing from prospect to appointment set. And that's all that this little A does right there, is it basically removes them from the prospect campaign because we provided the value now and actually gotten them to commit to an appointment. Other campaigns that we have, the Ramsey campaign is specific to the Ramsey platform and their essentially information they want shared through Dave Ramsey's program. We also have the past client, which again is going to be just constant, re-engagement after they've done business, maybe market reports, etc. And then the open house strip is going to be people that maybe weren't interested in that particular house that you would have met them at, but can provide information and try to gain their interest into what they might be looking for moving forward. That is information on AutoTracks.